A very good morning to everyone. Today we are going to discuss in this session a very important topic, that is phytogeography, and it is important topic also. So here, what is phytogeography? Nothing but it is a Greek word. Phyton means plant and geographia means distribution or a geography. It may be also a botanical geography. We can call it as a botanical geography. Is a branch of geography that is concerned with the geographic distribution of plant species and their influence on the earth's surface. So phytogeography is concerned with all aspects of plant distribution, from the controls on the distribution of individual species, ranges at both larger and small scales, so to the factors that govern the composition of entire communities and floras. So here are scientists who, according to the Campbell, the main theme of plant geography is to discover the similarities and diversities in the plants and floras of the present and past, found widely separated parts of the earth. So next, scientists also says that in 1943, the phytogeography is the study of distribution of plant species in their habitats and allegation of origin and history of development of floras. According to Courgette, phytogeography is the study of migration and evolution of plants in time and space here. So there are divisions are there two. One is a descriptive and a interruptive or a dynamic phytogeography. So descriptive nothing but this deals with the actual description of floristic or a vegetational groups found in different parts of the world. Early plant geographers described floras and attempted to divide earth into floristic and botanical zones. Interruptive or dynamic phytogeography, but it deals with the dynamic of migration and evolution of plants and floras. It explains the reasons for varied distributions of plant species in different parts of the world. So it is a broadline science involving synthesis and integration of data and concepts from several specialized disciplines like ecology, physiology, genetics, taxonomy, evolution, paleontology, and geology. And the good and Manson can, these are a scientist and some other have pointed out the factors involved in the distribution of plants here. These two are a main important division in the phytogeography. So next here, Lawrence has suggested the following 13 modern principles of phytogeography, right, which are classified under 4 groups. So here 13 principles are there in the phytogeography and they are divided as a section, as a 4 divisions here. Group. So first group is principles concerning environment. So the first group is a principles concerning environment. So the distribution of plants is primarily controlled by climatic conditions. So there has been variation in climate during geological history in the past, which affected migration of plants here. So the relations between land masses and seas have varied in the past. So the large land masses splits up to form new land masses or continents. which separated and reoriented here, and the land bridges between continents acted as probable routes for migration of plant and animal species here. So the land bridges become submerged in sea with the passage of time and the possibility for migration of plants and animals from one continent to another disappeared forever. And the fourth principle is the soil conditions on plains and mountains of different land masses show secondary control on distribution of vegetation, halophytes, plasmophytes, right, calcicoles, calciphobes, etc. have developed because of adiabatic condition. So the biotic factors also play important role in distribution and establishment of plant species. So the environment is heliocentric. That is, all environmental factors have combined effects on the vegetation of place here. So next group is the principles concerning plant responses. Right. So range of distribution of plants is limited by their tolerance, and each plant species has a range of climatic and adiabatic conditions. So therefore tolerance of large taxon is the sum of tolerance of its constituent species. So the tolerance have a genetic basis, and the response of plants to environment is governed by their genetic makeup. So many of the crops through breeding and genetic changes have been made to grow in wider range of environmental conditions. So in nature, hybrid plants have been found to have wider range of tolerances than their parents here. So different ontogenetic phases have different tolerance. So different developmental stages of plants show different degree of tolerance. As for examples, seeds and mature plants are more tolerant to temperate and moisture variations than their seedlings here. So the third group of principle is principles concerning the migration of floras and climaxes. So the 10th principle says that large scale migrations have taken place here. The fossils and paleological evidences reveal that large scale migrations of plants and animals have taken place during Mesozoic era and a terrestrial period. So the migration resulted from transport and establishment here. So in the process of migration, plants are dispersed to new habitats through their propagules such as spores, seeds, bulbils, etc. here. And here they are established if environmental conditions are favorable. Then plants grow and reproduce their and progeny perpetuates through ecological adjustments here. And the last group, that is a fourth group, is principles concerning the precipitation and evolution of floras and climaxes here. So precipitation depends first upon migration and secondly upon the ability of species to transmit the favorable variations to the progenesia. And the evolution of floras and climates depends upon migration and the evolution of species and also environmental selections. So these are a main important 13 principles of a phytogeography, and these are grouped into 4 principles. Thank you.